As a cat owner, one of the most annoying and potentially troubling things that your cat can do involves total refusal to use the litter box. Turning up their nose at something that you've prepared for their proper bathroom use, and instead taking their restroom needs elsewhere, and by elsewhere, just about every place that you have deemed off limits. Now, I think we've all seen it before as cat owners. We've seen our pets make a mess of that litter box, especially the traditional litter box. It happens. Sometimes, for as much as cats try, that attempt to cover waste can end in a cleanup on aisle 5. But, to a larger issue, what if your cat is refusing to use the litter box, and it has been a daily refusal for many weeks, perhaps months? Could there be much more to the story? In this material, we'll talk about a few of the notable reasons why your cat could be refusing to use the litter box, and what it not only means for you, but for your cat, as what could be viewed as your pet simply being a contrarian could, in fact, be so much more. There are indeed a lot of questions to answer and proactive steps to take, and that's what we'll cover right here today. Interesting topic, and hopefully a beneficial one, especially if you currently find yourself in this position as an owner. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Without delay, let's talk about those notable reasons as to why your cat could be avoiding the litter box. I'll start with the medical concerns, health problems. However you want to frame it, this is the top concern above all else. Sometimes when cats are suffering, they'll rule out the litter box, they just won't use it. The act of using the restroom becomes painful. It's not uncommon for cats to refuse the litter box. Kidney issues, urinary tract infections, an upset stomach, and issues getting into the litter box, often caused by old age and arthritis. Any of these concerns, sometimes multiple issues at once, can make using the restroom in the litter box an unpleasant experience. Many times here on the channel, I've noted the importance of positive and negative associations as it relates to what cats remember. The same can be said for that litter box. If your cat is unwell and associates the litter box with physical discomfort, they'll potentially look to use the restroom elsewhere. Your cat seems to be struggling, if they are lethargic, refusing to eat and drink, if you're noticing changes in the daily routine that go beyond that litter box, please take your cat to the vet. Before anything with respect to this topic, we need to make sure that your cat is indeed healthy, and that the litter box refusal is not a symptom of a health-related matter. Now that we've covered the most important concern of all, your cat's physical health, let's now turn our attention to the litter box itself and the reasons why your cat's desire to use it has fallen off in a major way. Let's start with what is likely the elephant in the room, and that is the dirty area. Just like us humans, if the spot isn't clean, we look for other restrooms. Have you ever been in a public setting and the bathroom just wasn't making the grade? Yeah, not a pleasant experience at all. Well, in the case of your pet, your cat could be giving that litter box a 0 on a 5-star scale. Always make sure the area is clean and fresh every 24 to 48 hours. Remove the waste, add fresh litter when needed, and at least every 2 weeks or so, clean that box, give it a deep clean. If your cat has a traditional restroom, a standard litter box, remove the contents and wash the container with soap and water. Keep the natural scent, but clean it up, and then start fresh with brand new litter. And piggybacking on the topic of fresh litter, make sure the selection is to your cat's liking. Sometimes, even if the spot is clean, cats will refuse if everything just smells a bit too funky in their nose, and the texture of the litter is not something that they enjoy. If your cat has suddenly stopped using the litter box, does this move coincide with a change in the litter? If you're trying something new, refusal to use could be your cat's response to the whole thing. Dust-free litter, at least as much as possible, and litter that clumps. That's the best way to go for you and your responsibilities. This will make cleanup so much easier. However, beyond that, just go with what your cat likes. After all, this is all about them, and this area is certainly theirs, and you obviously don't want to put your money into something for their own good that you know that they are refusing to use. Find the texture and the scent that your cat likes, because I can assure you, as much as you don't like your cat doing their business where they shouldn't, something tells me they don't really either. They'd much rather have that litter box back. Next up, it's all about location, location, location. Let's say you've checked all of those boxes, the litter tray is clean, and the litter itself is just what your cat likes, yet that refusal continues. Check out the placement of the litter box itself. Is it in a high traffic zone? If so, move it immediately. Cats need some peace and quiet. They need that space. All eyes on them during that delicate time? Yeah, that's not comfortable at all. Keep the box away from high traffic zones, but also away from their own food and water. Place a litter box in a location that makes it clear that the area is only meant for one thing. Your cat should never make a direct pass by the litter box when they're simply going about their daily routine. Not to state the obvious, but there's a reason that toilets are never placed in the middle of a living room. Always make sure that your cat's litter box, make sure it's in a private area, yet easily accessible for them, even for the most golden age senior cat. And the final two notable causes that I want to address here today, reasons that your cat could be avoiding that litter box: the environment and your pet's temperament. In the same way that placing the litter box in a high traffic area could be met with negative results, if your pet's living environment is causing a lot of stress, then proper bathroom usage could suffer. Have you recently relocated? Have you moved? Any new additions in your home? Is the routine now a different and brand new routine? Cats are animals of habit, and anything that upsets the flow of life, and it stays that way, anxiety could unfortunately win the day, causing your cat to lose trust in former comforts, that nice and clean litter box being one of them. And as for your cat's behavior, this type of refusal often stems from negative past experiences or the feelings of losing control. The litter box, well, it's boxed in. Some cats just want that freedom. They don't want to have to learn something new. Additionally, and this is a callback to anxiety, your cat could be using the restroom in other areas of the home as a way to mark their spot and mark that territory. Do you have a multi-pet household? Has there been a recent addition, a new pet? Your cat, in this case, could be forgoing the litter box in an effort to establish just who's the boss around here. In the big picture, assuming that your pet's health is not an issue, and the vet has given your cat a clean bill of health, those pros, just keep hitting on those pros. Win your cat over with your proactive nature. Make sure that litter box is a place they want to go. Keep it fresh, keep it clean, keep it out of high traffic zones, and make sure the texture of that litter and the scent is just what your cat is looking for. Your cat certainly knows better, and if they've been using the litter box for years until that one day they decided to stop, they're doing this for a reason. Once you find that reason and make it right, your cat should return to that litter box, that familiar comfort. Your pet is attempting to make a statement, and it falls on you to fix it. In some cases, buying a brand new litter box entirely, that's the move. Perhaps a different type of litter box. Perhaps your cat has simply grown tired of the design and they want something new. So much of feline ownership is about problem solving. But when it comes to the litter box, it can be a mixed bag of responsibility while also catering to your cat's preferences. Leave no stone unturned when it comes to the things that matter most. Take care of your cat's litter box and they'll take care of you. They'll put that litter to good use, and in the process you can take your house back and go through your day without finding a few surprises along the way. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, what are your thoughts on this topic? Has your cat ever ditched the litter box and left you scrambling for answers? Is this a situation that you're dealing with right now? Your stories and general commentary, anything and everything in between that comment section. As always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.